thanks for stopping by. I'd like to preface this video by saying it is not a knitting tutorial, but it means to have something playing in the background while you work on your own knitting project. If you're like me and really enjoy watching videos online, sometimes you find that the content you like to watch is very visually engaging, and you're several hours in and you've only watched videos and haven't gotten nearly as far along in your knitting project as you would have liked to. So that's where I come in. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today completes day one of me working from home, and I did not realize that it was not going to be my fantasy life. I had a meeting at 9 in the morning, and I only knew about it because I stayed up until about 4 getting my videos uploaded to YouTube so that they could release on a schedule for the first few days of this week. So yay! So you're seeing this in the future after those videos have already uploaded through Thursday. And I was like, oh snap, they need me up in like less than 5 hours by the time I like wash my face and all that stuff. So I was like, dang it. So went to bed, woke up really groggy, got settled in around 8:30, which was typically like my new normal work coming in time because of our reduced hours and everything before we decided to all work from home. So I'm like a 8:30 to 5 girl, and I'm usually like a 8 to 4:30, but those last 30 minutes or so aren't usually too bad. I end up staying at work during the week anyway till about 5, so it's kind of like a normal day, except for I was like emailing constantly, and I thought I was going to be able to do like a 10 to 3 kind of situation where if you think about my full work day, how much, oh, and by the way, before I get really into it, we're going to keep working on this Bold Baby Blanket by Bernat off of the Yarnspirations website. So below is the description of the pattern if you want to get your hands on this. I'm giving it a shot. I'm going to try to do this while I talk to you guys again, so we'll see how it goes. So I'll probably be pausing a little bit just to count where I am, but I have the pattern in my head now. So, but yeah, basically we had to tune in. I was minding my own business, some other emails came out, and then my supervisor and my supervisor's supervisor were like, hey, we should probably do another meeting instead of just emailing each other. And I was like, oh, okay. So then there I was again in another meeting, and I was not expecting that. And I have 2 tomorrow. My supervisor wants to do like a regular, like every single day 9 a.m. meeting, unless it doesn't work with her schedule. And tomorrow at 2 I have another meeting as like an entire department. So I was like, gosh darn. So much for my plans of living this fantasy, like stress-free, leisurely type of deal. So I was pretty groggy, and by the time my quote-unquote shift was over, I was so tired. I was like, I'm home and I'm still like super sleepy. So I clonked out for a pretty long time. I took a nap. Kabu was on my lap, and then when she got off, it was like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. I should do something with my life, because I really wanted to film today, but I thought I was going to be able to do it like during my lunch break or earlier in the day. But I still had to make dinner, do all of the things, so it wasn't quite what I had thought. But then again, it was only day 1, so maybe once we work out all the kinks, it will be a little bit easier going. I mean, it wasn't challenging, it was just a lot of emailing. I think maybe more interruptions than I get during a typical day, depending on what day of the week it is. Like if it's a Monday, usually anything goes, and and you know, it's nose to the grindstone. All this crazy stuff is happening. Hold on, let me count. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Just making sure I'm keeping track of where I'm yarning over, because that is a big part of this pattern. But you know, I've tried to work on this one at lunch, and I've been able to listen sort of while people have been talking. Again, I'd still have to count where I am, but most of the time I can at least get 2 rows in. But if people are like really having a super in-depth conversation with me, then it's like, forget it. I just leave it on the table, eat my lunch, look at it longingly, like, oh, one day I'll be able to knit you on my lunch break, and we'll see if that ever happens. So I don't know what to think of what tomorrow is going to be like. Another early morning, and as you know, I'm not a morning person, so it's going to be kind of grumpy dwarf person. Oh, what had happened here? Okay. I'm looking at this. It looks like there's a yarn over, but really, like, the stitch was supposed to go through this other one, and it didn't, so it like snagged the yarn, I think. I have to fix this. I don't even know when that happened. But I was knitting this downstairs like right before I zonked out, so could have easily messed something up while I was working on that. It's close. Okay. It definitely looks more like it should, so we'll call it good. There's already a few of those earlier on in the process, so, but yeah, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna be like. A friend of, or a coworker, in a different department shared this article really early this morning about a professor, I forget what university, but he's asking like his first year students to document their experiences, like a live journal of everything that's happening to them right now. He's not restricting it to, where I think he's having them write it, but he said it could be, you know, anything. It doesn't have to be writing. It could be a photography account. It could be art, like drawing or some other medium. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So, being the crazy person that I am, early this morning I started a journal. And I used to journal all the time when I was a little kid, and I just hadn't because I became grown up, life got busy, and I didn't have the time really just to sit and think about my day so much, so I stopped doing it. And I decided that last night would probably be a good idea to start, just at least for this time. And of course, this is kind of like a journal for me because it's a vlog of my knitting journey, but as you know, when I'm filming with you guys, I am sharing about my life and what's going on in it, just to kind of pass the time as if we were knitting in a group. So it's kind of like twofold, where I'm double tapping, I guess, double dipping into the documentary of this time, but just different aspects of it. So like my written journal, which is just a Word doc on my computer, is more of the initial, because I didn't start until last night. So I was like, okay, well, this is what happened at work. This is how everybody I know was acting until things got really serious, and this is how I feel now. And so tonight I'll just talk about what my day was like today. So, we had lots of meetings, lots of emailing, trying to kind of get my feelers, or get my bearings as far as this transition into a new type of working style, and the fact that people are expecting me to, sit at my computer desk for long periods of time and just kind of pretend as if I was in person, and it's not quite the same for me. And I think that's because I am at home and it's like it's my space, but I am projecting out into this like work environment, which is weird because it's like, well, I'm in my home, I'm in my privacy. Why are you bothering me? And honestly, I was in my jammies for a pretty good portion of the day. So I think tomorrow I'll try. I won't be like super work outfit, but I think if I try to like one thing I did is like woke up and I did my makeup, and I just refreshed it a bit before I started filming because I was looking pretty rough. I left my hair in my bun or in my poof, and I usually have it up like this when I go to sleep, so I'm not like messing up my hair and getting it even more tangled and all that stuff and dry from rubbing on the pillowcase. So I put it up and I put it in a satin cap so it stays protected. So I had the satin cap on for also a good portion of the day, and my poof I finally let out because my head was starting to get itchy because it was just getting really warm. And then I was like, okay, I should probably just change. I thought I was going to take the trash out, but I realized there was like one piece of packaging in the bin that was like making the lid not move, and I thought it was full, and then I realized that this piece of shipping packaging was just in the way, and I pushed that down. So I was like, oh, I don't have to go and take the trash out. I don't have to put the jammies, or I don't have to change out of my jammies, but I had already done that, so I was like, well, I don't want to change back into my jammies just to change out of them to shower and stuff tonight. So I'm in my oh, I was gonna call it an outfit, but I'm like, I'm not going out, so it's like an infit. Oh, I don't know. I am just a couch potato for the next week, and I don't feel like dressing, but at the same time, I should. What did I do? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over. Knit 1. Yeah. 1. So I think I'm just gonna wear something like comfortable, but like work okayish. So like soft pants and like a long tee or a sweater or something like that, and then my house coat, which is just a really oversized cardigan that I bought, and I thought it was cute at the time, and I realized that it's just baggy and frumpy. So I wear this one around the house, and I have another one that I do wear to work on occasion, but too frumpy. Cardigans isn't quite ideal for me. And plus, because I sit at the office chair and it's pretty long, every now and then, depending on the angle it is draped, my wheels on my office chair get caught on it, so that's not good either. So but I do love it because it has pockets, so I think I'll keep this on and wear just like a simple shirt and my soft pants, so I'm still like ready for the day. Like I could go out to the store in my outfit and not get like crazy looks or anything, but at the same time I'm comfortable, and it's not like I'm wearing slacks or chinos or blue jeans or anything like that. So we'll see. And I think that will probably help me essentially feel like I'm in work mode than like I'm at home and I just happen to be on the computer checking my work email, which is something they do not pay me enough to do. At least, like, if I'm off, I'm off, is basically what I mean. Um, but it's kind of weird with those boundaries being at home, but then at a certain point at your home, you're just not checking your email, you're not tuned in at work because you do need that separation, I think. Otherwise, you're going to go crazy. I mean, there's only so much I can do in a day anyway, but with so much just unknown right now, it's something I would rather not worry about. And I found out that my partner is, they went to work today to work on a project, but they finished. They churned it out really fast, so now they don't have to go in anymore for the rest of the week. So it's going to be interesting navigating two people working from home when we both have meetings at different times, different days, maybe sometimes the same day, and just, navigating that home office space downstairs, which is definitely like a leisure space too, and coordinating coordinating how that's going to work. And I think they have a lot more freedom than I do as far as what they can or can't do at their jobs. So I'm probably going to be planted at my computer the whole day, at least for now, and then they're just going to be like, la 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 la, what a wonderful day, I'm just going to go take a nap or something. And I'm like, hey, you can't leave me here. We both got to put in that time, but their job isn't just as demanding as mine. And I realized, switching topics here, I came upstairs because I was so excited to show you guys my progress on this blanket, and I realized I left my stitch counter downstairs, and it was the nice one. Now that I was done with the swoop beanie, I could use my Cocoa Knits stitch counter that has the lock on it, so I don't accidentally press the button and add a stitch by accident. But I left it downstairs, so I'm using a notepad for the time being, and then I'll just add those clicks when I get back downstairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. Cool. So, okay, yay, 10 minutes. I'm like, does that say 0 and 46 seconds? But it says 1, 0, and probably 30 something seconds now. My question to you guys, since it's Monday for me, what day will you see this? You'll probably see this on Friday, actually, because I have videos all the way through Thursday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I'll edit what I filmed so far to have some more the rest of the week. Yeah, I have it all planned out. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how my energy goes and any weird things that might come up. But my question to you guys is, what day is it for you? Is it day 10? How long have you been inside? Have you just started going inside? I'm so thankful after my rant about my brother and his fiance hanging out with people, and I just realized my brother's fiance has a very elderly grandma, and if she went to see her after she contracted whatever this is, you know what I mean? That would be terrible. And I wrote about that in my documentation of this experience, because I was like, how can you be so... Okay, well, if you do not think it's serious, then I'm letting you know it's pretty bad, and you shouldn't go out, even if you feel okay, even if nobody around you has it. The symptoms don't, I mean, they come when they come, but before you know you have it, you're walking around with it, which is bad. So I'm hoping I'm preaching to the choir, and you guys who are watching understand the importance of not going around and grouping together with people, because you can easily spread it to somebody who is vulnerable and can't fight it off as well as some other people can. So with that being said, the governor in my hometown state has, or my home state, has announced a shelter-in-place order. So I'm like, thank goodness. Now, not that because they had to say it means that they would follow it anyway. Like, you should be doing it even if the people said not to. Like, you should just not hang out with friends and groups and only go out when you absolutely have to. But the fact that this is like official, maybe they'll take it seriously now. Just because they didn't say it was serious doesn't mean it isn't, because we have people who are even higher than the governor not issuing an order like that, and it is still spreading. So it's like, come on, we just need to make it a national thing, I think, and worry about the aftermath later, but right now worry about not killing people just based on ignorance and carelessness. But that's my take, and if that is not how you feel, I understand. It's serious to me because I have people who I know who could be affected by it. But if it doesn't relate to you, and you don't have a friend of a friend with a grandma, or you hang out with young children, or you know someone with some underlying health issues or compromised immune system, then it might just not be something that's on your radar. But I know so many people who could literally die from this, that it makes a lot of sense to me to do what I can. And even if I can't go get tested, I can at least stay in my house, or at least limit my exposure by selectively going out instead of purposely trying to get in groups with people. So there's that. Even like a friend that I was going to see that I mentioned, I did the swoop beanie for, we were going to make plans to hang out, and now it's like, see you when I see ya. And I even have friends that are going to have like this engagement retreat party thing and a forest preserve, and now we don't even know if that's going to happen because we don't know when this is going to be over. So we're not quite to the end yet, but we're close. I will not tell you... Oh, that's the back. You don't want to see that. You want to see the pretty front side. So this is the front. You see we started on our light lilac, and we have our deep purple here. And yeah, we're just going to keep working on this just a little bit. But that cardigan is coming. Trust me. So with that, thank you so much. Sorry for the rant. I just get frustrated when people I know could do what they can but choose not to just because nobody told them to. It's like, just because I didn't say you need to wash the dishes doesn't mean you shouldn't wash them because you know they're dirty and they're in the sink. It's kind of my logic. Just because nobody told you to do it doesn't mean you should, just because you know better. So, yeah, sorry. Whew. On to another topic. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.